Today I'm super excited because we are taking a look at a product from Beech that will eliminate the need to having to get up on your roof and reseal it year after year. Let's check it out. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is McKinley and my family and I have been RVing for over 15 years, so we know a few things about RVing. If you are interested in RV tours, product reviews, industry updates, traveling adventures, tips and tricks, and so much more, please consider subscribing, and if you find my content valuable, give this video a like. But let's go ahead and talk about today's product, which is the Beech RV Roof Sealant Tape. Now, what is this tape? Well, it's very similar to a turn-on tape, and what this tape does is it replaces the need for lap sealant. The thing with lap sealant is that it cracks over time. Once you put it down, it slowly starts to crack and just peel off over time, and you have to keep going up there and reapplying, and then after applying so much lap sealant to the existing lap sealant, you then have to peel it all up and then put it all down again. So it's really quite a process that we used to do at least every 6 months. A lot of people say do it every year. I prefer 6 months just because we know that lap sealant just doesn't last a year. And so basically it's quite a process to have to get up there all the time. And then whenever you get to the point where there's way too much lap sealant built up, and then you got to peel it all off, and then you risk, tearing up your RV roof, which isn't good. But the thing with a turn-on tape is that you put it down once, and some say it's 5 years, some say it's 20 years, that this RV roof sealant tape will last. You put it down and it doesn't mean, okay, you're all done and you don't ever have to go up on your RV roof again. You still have to inspect your RV roof. So you have to get up there quite a bit and just check it, do your usual maintenance checks, make sure your roof is cleaned off, especially if you're at a campground with a lot of trees above you, or if there's a lot of leaves falling on your camper. Try to keep it cleaned off because, one, it can stain your RV roof, but that's a totally different topic. But basically, RV roof sealant tape does not eliminate the need to get up on your roof still and just do your usual maintenance checks. Alright, so now that we've got some of those things out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some of the specs of this product. So it is a 4-inch wide roll of tape, and it is 50 feet long, so there's plenty of length on it if you have a smaller travel trailer like we do. Now, you might need to pick up maybe 2 rolls if you have a longer travel trailer and plan on doing around your vents, your skylights, and any sort of antennas or anything else that you have mounted on your roof. Our camper is only about 23 feet, but the roof, the roof's shorter because the roof starts about 2 or 3 feet in from the front. I've measured it out and it looks like we're going to have enough to do the back, the front, both of the sides, and have a couple of feet left over. I'm definitely going to pick up a second roll of it because it's really good to keep just some extra turn-on tape or roof sealant tape on hand, because if you ever have a tree branch that snags your roof or ever get a tear in your roof, this is very good tape for pretty much patching up your RV roof. So definitely keep that in mind and keep some extra on hand in your tool bag. Alright, so before we go ahead and get up on the roof, let's talk about the couple things that we're going to need to actually install the tape. So you're going to need a blower or a broom. That way you can just clean some loose debris off the roof like some leaves. And then also you're going to need some soapy water and a scrub brush. The next thing that you need is either denature alcohol or a high proof of isopropyl alcohol. Now this right here is very important because this will clean off any grime or dirt that's built up. So if you don't do this step, there's a good chance that the tape isn't going to stick well for you. Alright, so now we need to get up on the roof and clean off all of the leaves and branches and twigs that have fallen onto the roof. And then after that, we can go ahead and start cleaning off the lap sealant. Now this right here is a very important step because if you do not do this, there's a chance that the tape might not stick. As you can tell, it doesn't take a lot of wiping to get a lot of dirt off. Alright, once we clean all the edges, it's time to lay down some tape. This right here is what the tape looks like. You have a material on the top that is kind of like a roof membrane. It's UV and water resistant. And then you have the butyl rubber as well as a clear plastic that you peel off right before you lay the tape down. I'm starting on the front of the RV, and what I found to be easiest was to roll out the length of tape that I needed, then cut it. That way I'm not working with a 50-foot roll, and I'm just using the amount of tape that I needed. I decided to put mine about an inch in from the side of the roof. That way the side pieces would cover the front one. Then you can go ahead and peel back some of the plastic and start to lay it down, and then as you work it, just slowly peel back the plastic. This tape is super easy to work with. Just do one section at a time, and if you notice any bubbles or anything like that, raised areas, that is the lap sealant underneath. Don't worry about it. This tape has butyl rubber. It's almost like a putty underneath, and what it does is whenever you push on it, it fills every area. So there is going to be no gaps. So just keep pushing from the top and then push out from the center to the edge of the tape. And just like that, the front is all done. This looks really good. Now that we finished the front, let's move to the sides. So once you've cleaned them and you've laid out the tape and cut it to the correct length, you can figure out how exactly you're going to lay it down. So on the corner of the roof, I'm going to run it all the way to the front edge, to where the end of the side piece meets up with the edge of the front piece. And then I'm going to put it down about an inch on the side gutter. Now you can go ahead and install the tape. You want to make sure that you press down in every single corner. That way there's no areas where water could get up underneath of the tape. And then on the sides, definitely take your time. And I say this because it is visible from the ground, so you want it to look nice. Back up on the roof, what I found to be easiest for these sides was to lay the top piece down and then fold the excess over the side. Follow the exact same process on the other side, and then moving to the back, you're going to want to take about an inch of the tape and fold it over the edge. Alright, everything is installed now. What do you guys think? This looks really good. It's nice and clean. There's no edges that look dirty from old piled up lap sealant. I mean, take a look at the edge here. It's super clean. I also decided to add a little corner piece on the front corners. That way it's sealed off those two edges. Once you're done installing the tape, you're pretty much good to go. But just remember that this doesn't mean that you don't ever have to look at your RV roof again or ever have to clean it. You still have to get up there and clean your roof, inspect it regularly, and inspect the tape. You never know if it could fail. But supposedly it should last about 20 years. That's why we are going to check back in about 2 weeks. So let's do that. Alright, so it has been 2 weeks. I gotta say, it has held up great. You try to peel it off, it doesn't come up. Everything is on here nice and tight. It's held up really well. Let's go over to one of the corners. So this is the back corner. A little bit of air underneath of here. But that right there can easily be smoothed out. Because this right here, the butyl rubber that sits underneath, whenever you push it down, you might see some air bubbles, but as soon as you push it down, it forms to the roof. What it does is it sticks and fills every bit of space. It's definitely held on great. Now this stuff right here, this is from a tree that's up above us right now, and as you can tell, this stuff wipes clean. I'm gonna go grab a cloth and wipe some of this stuff off and see how well it comes clean. Alright, so as you can tell, this area is very dirty. It's got all sorts of debris from the trees, and it's all stuck on there. So if we take a paper towel with some water, try to clean this stuff off, and really, all this yellow pollen is coming off really well. And all this stuff is just stuff that's stuck on. Wow, so pretty much nothing will stick to this. It's very cleanable. So it may look dirty, but it comes clean. So let's go ahead and take a look at the edges. Some of the butyl rubber on the edges has pretty much come out from underneath the sides, which is good. So it really forms around every sort of edge, and it creates no little gaps for water to get up underneath. And these sharp edge corners, they're not peeling up, so really good. It's holding up great. Comes super clean. It's definitely a great product. Alright, so there you have it. After a few weeks, the RV roof sealant tape has held up great. It's definitely a quality product. Beech Lane has so many different quality products, and I gotta say, thanks to Beech Lane for sending this product out to me. If you guys want to check out one of their other products, which is their RV leveling system, I'll link that video review up above. Alright, so that right there is going to do it for today's video. If you want to get this product, I'll link it in the description below. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more RV tips, tours, product reviews, industry updates, and traveling adventures. Till next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the road.